The upstate's largest law enforcement agency is now using body cameras. 300 body-worn cameras were unpacked today and are being put to use by Greenville County deputies. This comes 2 years after former Governor Nikki Haley mandated all uniformed patrol officers across the state to start using the cameras.
Fox Carolina's Andrew Reeser is live outside the Greenville County Law Enforcement Center. Andrew, a lot of training going on right now with these cameras, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Cody. It's going to take a couple of days for all of the deputies that are going to be outfitted with these cameras to get them put to use. They have to undergo about 2 hours of training, each deputy that's getting this camera. But many say these body cameras are well worth the wait.
These cameras will now be able to show what led up to the conflict, and they will show the whole true picture of exactly what happened.
Greenville County deputies are now strapping on body cameras, nearly 2 years after state law mandated it. The pricey procedural change cost about $1,000 per camera, which would fit about 300 deputies. It was all paid for with state funding and grants.
Our goals with the implementation of the body cameras is to help foster transparency, but not only that, but to assist us in multiple facets of what we do. And I think statistics show that it helps keep us both accountable and helps decrease the use of force complaints.
A recent study at the University of Cambridge in the UK showed the use of body-worn cameras resulted in a 93% drop in excessive force complaints. Nearly 2,000 officers in the UK and the US were studied.
We cannot continue to see what we keep seeing. We can't keep getting the same thing over and over, time in and time out. Why is there not officers right now with body cameras?
Last summer, local activists like Bruce Wilson with Fighting Injustice Together called for the county to be fitted with body cameras. We reached out to local attorney John Bateman to talk about how body-worn cameras would impact court proceedings.
My primary concern would just be making sure that these videos don't get out and don't make it onto the news in advance of a trial when there's criminal charges. We really want people that would serve on a jury for a trial to come to that trial without preconceived notions about it.
Still, he and other attorneys say the cameras will help the process.
But ultimately, that's a fairly small concern compared with the advantages as far as transparency.
And I should also add that I talked with Bruce Wilson, the founder of Fighting Injustice Together, earlier today, and he said he's glad that the deputies finally do have these body cameras. He says it will help keep the public and officers safe as well. Now, officers who are getting these cameras say they are undergoing training as we speak at Greenville County Square. Back to you.
Andrew, thanks so much. Now, will all of the deputies be required to wear these cameras? Is this for every single deputy?
Well, right now they have about 300 cameras, and that's enough to fit all of the uniformed patrol officers, basically those officers that deal with the public on a daily basis. The sheriff's office, though, says this won't be a fix-all. They say sometimes those cameras will capture an incident, but they won't capture every angle of the incident. But they do say it's just another tool that they can use for transparency. Live in Greenville, Andrew Reeser, the 4 o'clock news.